Laynie and welcome to the channel. How's it going today? I hope your weekend is off to a fantastic start. I'll be real, once in a while I kind of hit a spot where I'm like, I just don't know what I want to film today. What am I in the mood for? And then it dawned on me, I was like, you know, there's been some products I've really been enjoying, so why not share it with you guys? So if you love hearing about beauty favorites, makeup favorites, hair favorites, fragrance favorites, that's kind of a tongue twister, then definitely click that subscribe button. I will tell you, okay, I gotta say it. I look at my analytics and a huge portion of my regular viewers don't hit the subscribe button, and I would just love it if you joined the community. One, it really helps my channel, and two, I want to get to know all of you. If you're coming back, let's be friends. So click that subscribe button, join the fam, you won't regret it. And now let's just talk about all the beauty favorites. I'm hitting most of the categories here. Okay, let's get going. Okay, that was a doozy. Dad was trying to get her down for a nap, but she is really like a mama's girl and in like an extra mommy stage right now, and I could hear her screaming mommy, which kind of broke my heart, and it was just a whole thing. I ended up being gone at least a half an hour. So while I was up there, I made myself a cup of coffee because it's getting chilly. It's in the evening now, and this is one of those things where I'm like, I know I shouldn't because I will be up all night now, but I really need to. I have dinner plans at 8 o'clock tonight, which is like, I'm being a wild child tonight. That has nothing to do with the video. Fun. I will start with beauty products I have been enjoying. I went back to the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Now this one has some, I can never say this, niacinamide in it, which is supposed to be good for your skin. I think it gives you like a brighter complexion. I don't really notice anything crazy on that stance between this and the original grip primer. I just like that this gives a grip, and I do find it makes my makeup stay on really well. I can really get a full day's wear out of my foundation when I use this primer, so I've really been enjoying it. Since I'm mentioning that, I will mention this is relatively new to my collection, so I haven't used it a ton, but I've really been enjoying it for the last like 4 days. I've been using it every single day. This is the Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. Shockingly fine mist, major makeup grip, and it's true. The mist is just so lovely. It's one of those that's like refreshing. It just does a great job of flowing through the air, hitting the skin. It doesn't leave a bunch of droplets on your makeup. Hate when that happens. I don't feel like I need to go in with anything and kind of pat out any droplets. I feel like it dries down pretty quickly. I actually usually haven't been even reaching for my fan when I use this, so I do feel like it sets pretty quick. I do think it leaves behind a nice glow. I am wearing some glowy products today, but I did use it to set the face. I feel like my makeup's been lasting longer, but I'm also using this, so I can't necessarily say it's because of this alone, but I really enjoy the experience of it. It's a great price. e.l.f. is so affordable, and I do like the amount of glow it gives me. On a day where I know it's going to be a little bit warmer, we did get a little taste of summer the other day. It was like 81 degrees. I did throw on some extra powder after I sprayed my face just to prevent getting too glowy throughout the day. This lipstick I hadn't picked up for a while. Why haven't I reached for you? You are so lovely. This is the Huda Beauty Cream Lipstick. This is I'm probably going to say this wrong, Raha. I think this is a beautiful nude tone. If you're a similar skin tone to myself, I put myself in the light category. I have a little bit of sun right now, so I'm not fair. I feel like I'm light. It's just a really pretty nude, a very taupey nude, not too pink, not too brown, just like an easy reach, and it looks really pretty on the lips. I feel like my lips are naturally a bit more pigmented, pinky toned, so I just think this looks really pretty on top. The comfort level of this, it almost feels like you're wearing a chapstick, which I love. I am a part of the dry lip club, okay? I am usually not a liquid blush kind of gal, mainly because I had used so many cream liquids that were in some type of pot, and they just get so gross so fast. Like fuzzies get in there, hairs get in there, brush bristles get in there, and then I'm like, ooh. Or you see like the buildup of your foundation in there, you know what I'm talking, you see it building up in there, and you're like, that's kind of nasty. I don't really want to put that on my face. And then e.l.f. came out with this. This has probably been out a couple months now, and I have been using it. This is the e.l.f. Liquid Blush in Dusty Rose. This shade is beautiful. I don't have it on today, but this is just like perfect This is that perfectly pink cheek. If you are my skin tone, I do believe this could go into deeper skin tones as well, because one thing about these, they are buildable, which I enjoy. I can put a dot or two and really blend it out into a really soft, very just a little bit of kiss of color to the cheeks, or I can really lay the product on there and go bold. One of my favorite things about this as well is that it is a little wand, like a lip gloss. So I can actually, I really have been laying the color pretty thick out here, and then I'll go in with my e.l.f., I think it's the putty brush, and I'll just blend and then work the color forward. And I just like the looks of like more pigment back here. I think it's because I really don't have cheekbones. I like to pretend like I do and like put the color back here like, oh yeah, I've got cheekbones. But this, I literally use this every single time I put makeup on, besides today. Okay, so this is technically new in my collection, but I did get to play with it a while back. I hit up a Sephora when we were out of town, and I was testing the Rare Beauty, what are these called? Powder blushes, but I feel like they were called something else. These were a new release, and the big deal is they are, I don't know if shimmery's the tone, they're highlighty, glowy's the word I'm looking for. And I was testing a bunch of them on the back of my hand, and I was like, not really loving these. They're pretty glowy. Don't know how that's gonna work on my large pores. And then I tested Cheer, which apparently is like a special color made for Selena herself. I did think that was kind of cool. And I was like, this color is beautiful. I normally don't spend this much on blush, okay? I'm very much a drugstore blush kind of gal. This color is so beautiful. It is what I'm wearing on my cheeks today. And I will say, I really do find this color so beautiful. It's like that pretty pink, but it's a little bit peachy, but like the reflect in there is a little bit pink. And I am big into putting a pink highlighter on top of my blush as a blush topper to get that like lit from within pinky glow. So this like is the whole thing all in one. I don't have to have a second step. Also, I just take back what I say so often. It's so funny how be hating on a product for a while and then something in my brain switches and all of a sudden I'm like into it again. I feel like there was a good minute where I was bashing Super Shock eyeshadows by ColourPop. And I think part of it was I got a couple bad batches where they dried out pretty quickly, and I was like, I feel like I'm wasting my money. I'm not getting my use out of them. And then one day at Ulta, I randomly saw some colors that caught my eye. I was like, I'm gonna try them again. Impulse buying. And I have fallen in love again. I especially really love the Ultra Glitters. That's the ones that are, oh my gosh, chef's kiss, so good. This is in Lady Bird, and wow, stunning. It's not just this one. I have others in my collection, but I'm telling you, if you're looking for an easy reach and you love shimmer, glitter, glam on the eyelid, Super Shock Ultra Glitters are so good. You get a lot of shimmer and they're so easy to use. I enjoy using my finger with them, and I think that's something in the past I was really using brushes, and I don't think you get as much impact with a brush. These work so well with your finger. These are also so easy to slap on my daughter's little lids because she, you know, I'm like, close your eyes, and she always scrunches up really tight, and I gotta kind of like hold her brow up to get a little space in there so I can get my finger in there. But they go on so quick, and they're just so easy and impactful and glittery. You don't have to use a glitter glue. Honestly, you wouldn't need to use a primer with these. Like, they're just simple, but they look like you really tried. So I have honestly been loving my Super Shocks again. This concealer. This is the new NYX Pro Fix Stick Correcting Concealer. I got the wrong shade the first time. It's just darker under my eyes than I like. I get really dark and kind of sunken under my eyes, and I was not bright enough. So I went back and got this shade in Pale. I probably could go one up from this. This is pretty pale. These go on so nicely. The stick is so creamy. The fact it is a stick makes it very user friendly because I can get right in under my lower lash line, up into the inner corner. I can clean up eyeshadow with it, make a nice line. Like, honestly, these are so easy to use. The formula is very blendable, very pigmented. I will say these set down though, so you can't let them sit too long or they do get kind of hard to blend out. They really stay put. They wear beautifully under my eyes. I am an eye expression person. I smile with my eyes, so my skin around my eyes is moving all day long. And so I can get really creasy with the wrong concealer, like real creasy, and make myself look at least 10 years older than I am, and nobody wants that. These stay really nicely. Yes, your girl's got fine lines around the eyes, okay? I do, but it's not settling in there, so I'm fine with that. As well as, I have found with the darker one, I can put that all over the face and then this under the eyes and take a nice buffer brush and just blend it all together, and it makes a beautiful foundation. If you were the minimalist makeup wearer, you have like a little makeup bag, you want something that's not going to take up a lot of space, you want easy travel, one of these in your concealer shade for highlighting, one in your skin tone shade for popping on the rest of your face. Seriously, blends out beautifully, like really, really nicely. Again, love this product. I have had this so long, but it has become my tried and true lately. This is the Tribe Highlighter Volume 3 by Juvia's Place. If you haven't tried Juvia's Place, what are you waiting for? They make beautiful eyeshadows. Their foiled, metallic, whatever you want to call this formula is impeccable. They are so dreamy and creamy. They're one of those powders that like are so creamy that they almost feel wet. This is such a beautiful highlighter. Now it's pretty icy. If you were darker than I am, I think it would go too icy on you. You probably want to go a little bit more gold toned. I know they have several different shades of this formula, but for me, especially in the winter when your girl's pale, real pale, this is so beautiful for inner corner. Like, it just gives me such a brightening effect, and the formula is so creamy and it's metallic. I find highlighters and eyeshadow formulas that are metallic like this, they almost like perfect the skin. There's something about the way it sits on the skin that makes things look very perfected, almost airbrushed. Like, they don't sit in your pores, they don't sit in your fine lines. Like, it really just lays on top so beautifully. Also love this for down the nose. I wore something different today because I wanted to go with the peachy tone in my shirt, but usually I do this on the nose. Beautiful. Cupid's bow, beautiful. Pretty bold though. You do have to like a bold highlight, kind of one of those like light bulb effect. I like that look. If you like that look, honestly, these are so good, and this would probably work beautifully for an eyeshadow as well. The formula is so nice. Quick mention, for my hair right now, I just went in and had it a shag cut. I really like the shag cut on myself because if your hair is like mine, I don't have a terrible amount of hair. I don't have a lot. I don't have like a lot of extra to spare, but I have a decent amount. I'm not totally unhappy with that. And then I have absolutely no body up here whatsoever. And the shag haircut gives me some shorter layers, and I feel like as I curl it, it kind of helps it kind of lift up. Like, the fact that I don't have so much weight in this section of my hair helps it kind of lift up and give me some volume where I'm wanting it. As well as I have a little bit of like a wider face through here. I feel like, yeah, I'm not quite proportional in that sense. And so the bangs, I feel like, I don't know, something about the bangs because my forehead tapers in, which makes this look a little wider here. Bangs kind of make this seem uniform, I guess. And then having the extra layers just makes my curls lay really pretty. And then, so again, I just had a shag haircut and lots of highlights. She called them baby lights because I was getting very, very gray, which I'm not against. And I told her I want to work with it. I kind of want to see what my hair does over the next few years with so many grays. But my natural hair color is so dark, it was like, the grays weren't blending in nicely. And I was like, I don't want to get rid of them. I'm not trying to cover them up with color. I want them to grow in nicely and like be a nice transition to possibly going fully gray one day. And so she's like, let's do baby lights, and I love how it looks. I do use purple shampoo to keep them a little bit on the icier side because I want my grays to blend in. And then I put on Arctic Fox Virgin Pink on the bottom. I love a little pop of color, but I want the grays to blend in, so I can't go all the way up with color. And I love that I can pop the color on at home with a colored conditioner and just kind of like play with it, have fun. I've used other brands outside of Arctic Fox. I feel like they're all fairly similar. I've been happy with Arctic Fox though. This is Virgin Pink. So there's a hair thing I wanted to mention because I do get quite a few comments about my hair. And then the other thing I want to mention is the hair tool that I love. I've been using it for the last couple years, and it is expensive, I will say that. I was definitely a cheaper hair tool person, like usually pick them up at Walmart. And the girl that used to do my hair used the, why am I blanking? Bio-ionic. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. And I always loved how my hair looked after she did it. And I will tell you, my hair has been a process. It has taken me years to get to this point where I feel fairly confident when I style my hair. I'm nowhere near an expert by any means. There's a lot of trial and error and years of practice. Literally, it took me years to figure out how to curl with a flat iron. But I really love the Bio-ionic. I find it goes through my hair very smoothly. It heats up like that, which is so nice when you're a mom and you don't have a lot of time to do your hair. The fact it heats up so quickly is fantastic. It also has this interesting feature when you hit the power button after you've turned it on. It adds in a vibrating effect, which claims that it like vibrates the hair, so like each hair is getting a little bit of heat added to it. I don't know if it's fully true, but I do find myself clicking it on the majority of the time. I don't know why. I do feel like it does a little bit better when I have that vibrating effect going. And of course, a little bit of body care. I recently picked up, because this was on sale during the Ulta Spring Haul event, or whatever it's called now. I normally don't pick up the hemps because I find them to be kind of overpriced, but this one smells so good. I am in my vanilla era. If anything smells like a delicious vanilla, I am so in. It's like cake batter more than cake. It doesn't smell like a baked cake to me. It smells more like a rich, sugary, sweet vanilla cake batter, but there's like a little bit of spice and something in there that makes it a little extra in your face and yummy and a little bit elevated. It's just really good, you guys. I find the scent lasts fairly well. It does wear off. It's not going to replace your fragrance of the day by any means, but it pairs so beautifully with so many of my vanilla fragrances, and I have really been enjoying this buttercream vanilla cake by Hemp's. It smells so delicious. Wonderbloom by Vince Camuto, and this bottle is so stinky cute. This is truly spring in a bottle. I am not kidding you. Spring, summer, this is going to get you through all the hot days. It is so refreshing. We have notes of almond milk, rhubarb, bergamot, freesia, sage, fig, labdanum, praline, and sandalwood. There's some interesting notes in here, and I will tell you it's not really what I'm getting. Like reading those notes, I was like, I wouldn't get that. I get the most juicy green fruit. That's probably the rhubarb. I could see it being rhubarb because it reminds me a little bit of Marc Jacobs Perfect. It's like ultra refreshing, juicy, yummy, sweet, fruity, very shampooey fresh. This, honestly, for some reason, I almost get like an apple vibe, like a green apple, like a tart Granny Smith apple with a whole lot of sugar. Like the most yummy, refreshing, lathered up shampoo, body wash. You smell so good on a hot day. You take the best shower of your life. The bathroom is filled with the steam and the scent of your body wash and shampoo, and it just smells like an absolute dream in there. That's this. It is so springy because it is so refreshing and so juicy. It honestly kind of makes my mouth water. It is such a juicy fragrance. This, my only complaint is I don't find this to be a long-lasting fragrance at all. Like, I would definitely have to reapply to really feel like I'm getting my wear out of it. But it is one that is going to be just absolutely perfection on a really hot day because it's not going to be too much. It's going to keep you fresh. You're going to smell so lovely, but it's never going to be headache-inducing, cloying, anything like that. It is just like a spring and summer balm, and the package. It's like gaudy, but I love it. Like, honestly, like, I'm a gaudy girl. Like, give me the gaudy fragrance packaging, and I'm going to love it. Okay, guys, that is everything for my beauty favorites. I'm so glad I got to sit down and hang out with you guys. I hope your week is fantastic. Really, I do. Let me know down below in the comments what you are loving. I'm so sorry if this video is 700 million years long. I will see you in the next one. As always, please try to stay positive because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. Bye-bye.